Why is it acceptable to body shame men but it's unforgivable to do the same to women? Small d1ck energy microscopic penis. They can't control it, so I don't know what you want them to do when you say that. Those things are normally said to hurt their feelings. You're fat, overweight, obese. If you say these things to some women, they would immediately get mad at you and call you fatphobic and say that you are body shaming them. Again, these things are normally said nowadays to point out that the person is fat, and sometimes people say it to hurt their feelings. Why is one acceptable and the other one isn't? What do you expect him to do? Magically increase their D1ck size and magically lose weight? None should be acceptable, but why do I always see people body shaming men and they are not corrected for doing? Edit. Thank you to everyone who responded and answered the question. I really appreciate it. I will probably be deleting this post soon since someone is commenting a lot of things that are hateful towards women, and that wasn't my purpose in asking this question. Everyone in this thread is just cyan, neither is acceptable. And that's true. In theory. Except it is accepted more often in society. Even when it shouldn't be. TV shows. Jokes. Work circles. People joke about penis size. Balding issues. Etc. I think it's because our society is still at a stage where women are more often expected to be beautiful. And their worth ties to that. It shouldn't be that way. Teeth are one of those things it seems literally everyone will shame for. Even big-time body positivity people. You'll never ever see all teeth are beautiful in response to a jacked-up mouth. Even though having bad teeth actually is pretty similar to being fat. Both are technically caused by not properly taking care of yourself in a general sort of sense. But complicated by understandable issues like mental health, genetics, being poor, etc. Both often cause health issues in the long run, etc. Both are not acceptable and both are not always corrected when they should be. Because antiquated gender roles cut both ways and people are just dicks sometimes. There is the answer. Both men and women are body shamed for being overweight. And both men and women can body shamed for other physical features that have to do with sexual attraction. You could liken a small dick to a flat ass or small breasts. Unfortunately, there's more to it than laughing at little dicks but not fat girls. Laughing at any of it isn't okay. It's fine if something's not your type, but there's no need to make fun of it. No real decent person thinks it's okay either way. End of story. Don't let people like Peter Lloyd convince you otherwise. In my personal experience, I usually see people body shame men in response to something the guy did. Like get mad at a girl who rejects him kind of thing. Body shaming of women I see happen more randomly and out of the blue. Like a mom will comment that her daughter seems like she gained weight over dinner. Obviously, this isn't always the case of how body shaming happens for men or women. But I think the disparity in what situations body shaming occurs contributes to whether people view it as acceptable or not. I think that's because you can be friends with someone for 50 years and never know he has a micro penis. You can see fat women people pretty easily. And they are treated like shit. Both are bad. Thought. Neither are acceptable. None of them is a cool thing to do. The difference comes from the fact that women are more likely to not tolerate this stuff. On short toxic masculinity, men are told to suck it up because it's not something worth crying about. So the problem never gets fixed. Women have been held to higher standards when it comes to physical appearance and got fed up. So they are much more likely to fight against this behavior. Neither should be acceptable. But to answer your question honestly, it's probably because women's appearances tend to be held to a higher standard than men's. So an insult to a woman's appearance is taken more personally. I do think we should make it less acceptable to shame men for things like their height or penis size, or their appearance in general. Anyone shaming another person is bad. That is fact. I think the statement is very generalized. Just like women don't need to hang around demeaning jerks, dudes need to stop hanging around chicks that do this. I believe it has more to do with the view of masculinity. These dudes have it ingrained in the head that they can't let these things bother them or else they look weak. The thing is, mental health is important for everyone, and at some point those statements cut. Can't everyone stop acting like toddlers when they are mad? In my book, you should never tease someone about anything they are born with and can't change. Skin, height, IQ, dick size, boob size. You can't change that stuff. I still think it's mean to bully about weight. But that issue is at least possible to overcome. Just very difficult. Our society seemingly does not follow my logic here. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to what's cool to make fun of or what isn't. The rules also seem to be different for men and women for reasons I don't understand. Because small dick energy etc. isn't actually about their dick. It's about their attitude. Having a cave for a vagina for women is a common joke which counters the micropenis one for men. It's wrong to body shame anyone. Small dick energy isn't about your body LMAO. Difference is that when women say small dick energy they still believe you're a human. Guys literally don't see fat women as any type of woman. They don't find women they aren't attracted to as literally anything. Neither is acceptable, but there's double standards when comes to men and women, on both sides. Anyone who makes fun of other people's genitals is trash. I'm a woman. Micropenis and stinky vagina jokes are a hill to die on for me. Yes, there is a horrible double standard. And I regret that currently, insults towards male genitalia are well seen. It's not acceptable and you should call people out when they say shit like this. Fat pussy energy. Oh no. Body shaming a man is far from acceptable. Men's bodies are just as appealing in all states to somebody. I think the most noticeable comments are the ones that are mean though, and that's sad. Nobody should feel less than just because of their body shape, penis size, forehead, hairline, whatever. Just as nobody should feel less than for breast size, hips or waist or booty. There will always be somebody attracted to their preference, but it's so important to see the beauty in every person, in my opinion. Because men have no emotions, therefore you're not hurting MS. The feminist movement only made me feel awful about myself. We men can handle it. We strong, but actually no. I get pretty down when that happens. Men ALWAYYSSSSS comment on ass and titties all the time, all over the place, saying all vile things. I want to live in your world. Because society doesn't give a fuck about guys. Small dick energy generally refers to personality rather than physical traits. A fat good person is still a good person, but a fat dick is still a dick.